What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Usual Codes. Today in this video I'm going to show you how insertion sort works. If you're interested in other sorting algorithms, be sure to visit my channel where I have uploaded videos about other algorithms as well. But anyways, without any further ado, let's dive right into it. So suppose that this is the initial array given to you that you have to sort. Alright, so how insertion sort works is that in the first iteration you will get these two elements as sorted. In the second iteration, you will have these three elements as sorted. In the third iteration, you'll have these elements as sorted, and so on. So basically, for an array of size n, you will have to uh, iterate n minus 1 times, right? So this is how insertion sort works. So it first we have like this, which is sorted by itself. In the next iteration, these two should be sorted. In the next, these three should be sorted. In the next, these four should be sorted, and so on, right? So we're going to see how that works and how that functions. We initialize a pointer with 1, and then we repeat while I is less than n, right? And we initialize a j which is I minus 1. Okay, why we do that? We'll just see that. What we'll do is first save this value of I, initial value of I. Okay, we have to make sure that we save this initial value of I, because if we don't do that, we will lose this value. Okay, we'll see why that is, but just be sure to save this value first in a variable. Suppose this is our variable and we've saved this value of 14 here. Now what we have to do is we have to keep comparing the value at value at index j with the initial value of I. Okay, so right now the value at j is 23 and the initial value at I was 14. So as we can see that the value at j is greater than this element. So what we can do is place the value of j at index j plus 1 right here. Now what that does is it's basically shifting this element forward. Okay, so we keep shifting all the greater elements forward by one step until we find a position where we can place 14. I hope that makes sense to you, right? So right here I've written how we have to move j. So right now we just shifted the element at j to j plus 1. So we shift the j back. Right now we have to compare these two, but j is less than 0, right? So if j is less than 0, we can just place the initial value of I at j plus 1. So j plus 1 will be right here, and we place the initial value 14, just like that. So with this we have our first iteration, and as we can see, after first iteration our two elements are sorted, the first two elements, right? So next iteration our I will be pointing to 10, our j will come right here at 23. We save the initial value of I and we compare the value of element at j and the initial value at I. Now we see that the value at j is greater. So again, we can place this at j plus 1. We move j back. Now we compare j and j plus 1 again. And we see the element at j is 14, and 14 is also greater than the initial value of I. So we put the value of j at j plus 1 again. Decrease j again. And now we see j is again less than 0, so we can place the initial value of I at 0. Not at 0, I mean j plus 1, right? So after the second iteration, you can see that all these three elements are now sorted, right? 10, 14, 23 are now sorted. So next iteration, I will point to this and j will point to this, and save the initial value of I. Now we see that the value at j is less than the initial value at I, right? So in this case, we don't have to do anything. We can just move ahead. So these four elements are sorted after 3 iterations, right? Now again, we do the same thing. Save the initial value of I. Now 33, the value at j is greater than initial value of I. So we place the value of j at j plus 1. Move j back. Again, 23 is greater than 20. So put the value here. 14 now 14 is less than 20, right? 14 is less than 20, so all we have to do is place this value of initial I at j plus 1, just like that. and in the next iteration this will be the values of I and j, and now this whole array, these 5 elements are sorted after 4 iterations, right? Now we save the initial value of I as 1. 33 is greater than 1, so place the value of j at j plus 1. Move j back. 23 is also greater, so place the value here. 20 is also greater. 14 is also greater. 10 is also greater. And finally we have j less than 0, so we place the value of initial I at j plus 1. Now all the elements until 33 are sorted, right? Save the value of I. 33 is placed here. 23 is greater, right? 20 is again greater. 14 is again greater. 10 now is smaller. Now 10, since it is smaller than initial value of I, we just place that value at j plus 1. Finally, we have 50. We save that value, but we see that the value at j is already less than the initial value at I. So we increase the value, so we don't have to do anything. And now as you can see, our array is sorted, right? So that is how insertion sort works. Each time we will be increasing our sorted array size. So for example, first it was just 1 element, in the next iteration it will be 2 elements, in the next iteration it will be 3 elements, and so on until the entire array is sorted like that. But guys, be sure this is not the most efficient algorithm, because this runs in big of n square time, and there are much better sorting algorithms, for example quicksort and merge sort. So if you are asked this question in an interview, don't sort your array like this, but still it is a good algorithm which you should understand. But yeah, if you want to watch merge sort and if you want to watch quicksort, go ahead and make sure you watch them on my channel. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye bye.